Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for being here. Today I want to talk about dealing with children. I'm Lucy Akoko Ochieng, a child and adolescent psychologist. I also run a program known as Ulezi. Ulezi is an adolescent program that uses personal development to help adolescents stay focused, be resilient, and thrive in their ever-changing world. So, physical development. Have you ever dealt with unreasonable people? Have you ever dealt with difficult people or simple minds? It is draining. That is how it feels to deal with children. Children are unreasonable, they are reactive, and sometimes difficult. But they're the sweetest, most cheerful people and most honest people you'll have in your life. And if you're a late bloomer like me, chances are that when you're going through your second puberty, aka perimenopause, your child will also be going through puberty. And this just adds salt to the chaos. And so you need to have an outlet. Whatever it is, if it's exercise, if it's just sitting down with yourself, or just having a walk, or reading a book, you need those instances of reset so that you fill your cup and come back and give from an overflow. As a parent, there are so many stressors. There's work, there's other adult commitments, and when you add parenting to it, it might become too much for you as a parent, especially if you're a single parent. And so find a way of releasing stress. For me, it's exercise. I started exercising when I was approaching my 40s. Diabetes runs in my family. My mom became diabetic at 47. She's 72 now. And I didn't want to be the next one. Most of my maternal cousins have diabetes and they get it in their 40s. So I didn't want to be the next one. But I also had a sweet tooth. So one day as I went to the hospital for tonsillitis. I was having a numbness in my left foot toes, and I decided to talk about it, and it turned out to be the elephant in the room. I was in my third day of running, and I'm glad I was running. The moment I was told I was pre-diabetic, I knew sugar was the culprit. And so I went back home and ran like a headless chicken. At that time, I was running all over this town. I would leave home and say, today I want to do 21. I will go and turn back at 11 kilometers. I would map out my routes the previous night and run. That was in 2018, September. I was supposed to go back to the hospital on 25th of December that year to check my blood sugar levels. In a month, I was able to bring it down, and it has never come back up. It has stayed that way because I remember how scared I was. And at that time, I was literally running for my health. At this point, I'm keeping active because my body needs it. Perimenopause comes with its aches and pains and unpredictabilities that sometimes I find exercise and fasting to be very soothing. That is why I try and keep my daily fasts to between 16 to 20 hours, because I feel better when I fast. When I don't fast, my body aches. When I don't exercise, my body aches. If I can't run, then I will strength train, or I will take a walk, or I will just fast. And knowing that my mom reached menopause at 42, I know it is knocking, it is coming. Now I understand the hot flashes that I had been feeling before, but knowing that my mom reached menopause at 42 helps. Yeah. After 40, when you sweat, you ask everyone, is it hot? Or I'm the one feeling this way? Yeah. Because there are those signs, and sometimes it takes 10 years for others, 15, others start early, and menopause hits much later. Others, it is just like puberty. And so find a way to let out. For me, it is exercise and sometimes fasting. I feel better because it is a growth spurt. And as I teach the children in our puberty classes, growth can be pleasant, it can be painful, it can make you feel anxious, it can make you feel all sorts of things. And just like the children embrace it in puberty, this second phase also for women, we face it with bravery. That is the only thing that we have. And if you are dealing with children and dealing with perimenopause and dealing with other simple-minded human beings, it's important to keep sane. It's important to rest. It's important to nourish yourself. It's important to move so that your body gets reignited, so that you are not sapped off of energy with all these activities. Sometimes rest is hard to attain, 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, because there's a season for everything. There are times when you'll sleep for 8 hours. There are times when you'll do with 4 hours, especially when you still have young children. But try and rest. Try and nourish yourself. Try and move so that it becomes easier to deal with these human beings that God put in our hands to be stewards for. Take care of yourself physically through what you eat, how you move, and rest. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one.